The Denver Nuggets are having their best season in franchise history. After 47 seasons in the NBA, the Nuggets are finally in the finals, and in my opinion, they're the favorite to win the championship. But the Denver Nuggets are not going to be just a one and done championship team. This is the start of the next NBA dynasty, and this video is going to explain why. If there's one thing every dynasty has in common, it's that they're always led by an all-time great. The 60s Celtics dynasty was led by Bill Russell, the 90s Bulls dynasty was led by Michael Jordan, and the 2000s Spurs dynasty was led by Tim Duncan. And it's only taken Jokic 8 years to put together a Hall of Fame career. He's one of just 15 players in league history to have 2 MVPs. He ranks second all-time in player efficiency rating behind Michael Jordan. He ranks 6th all-time in total triple-doubles, and he has the highest assists per game average from a center ever, averaging damn near 10 assists per game this season. It's taken less than a decade for Jokic to become an all-time great, and he's in the middle of an insane playoff run, averaging 30, 13, and 10 in the postseason, and he's already broken Wilt Chamberlain's record for the most triple-doubles in a single playoff run. The Joker's dominance on the inside is reminiscent of Shaq. He's simply too big and powerful, and his touch and footwork down low make him unstoppable in the post. Jokic could easily score over 35 every night, but he's got a point guard's mindset, and he looks to set up his teammates before he gets himself going. Joker knows that his unselfish playstyle is not only efficient offense, but that getting his teammates easy buckets raises the team spirit. Jokic is one of the best offensive engines we've ever seen, but he's also dominant on the glass. And defensively, what he lacks in speed and leaping ability, he makes up for with effort, quick hands, and a high basketball IQ. The Nuggets have a great centerpiece for their dynasty, and at just 27 years old, he's got many years left to light up the league. And considering that his game doesn't depend on athleticism, his game should age gracefully. Jokic is also an NBA Iron Man, playing in at least 70 games in each season of his career, besides for this one where he played in 69 games. With the Joker's ability to stay healthy, this gives the Nuggets the chance to contend for championships every season. Having an all-time great as the centerpiece is important for any dynasty, but at least one great co-star is needed, and the Nuggets have an incredible number 2 guy in Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray doesn't put up the gaudiest regular season numbers, but there's no doubt he's among the NBA's elite. And when the lights are the brightest, Murray always brings his best. He's putting up incredible numbers in these playoffs, averaging 28 points and 6 assists per game. His speed and handle allow him to get into the paint anytime he wants, and his acrobatic finishing moves makes him a great finisher. He can also create his own shot anytime he wants off the bounce, whether it's step backs or crossovers. Murray is a score-first player, but he's also a willing passer that can create easy baskets for his teammates. Jokic is also a huge beneficiary of Murray's playmaking, often from running 2-man game with him. It relieves a ton of pressure from Jokic that many nights he can take back seats and allow Jamal Murray to dominate. The Nuggets have an all-time great duo, but they've also got some really good supporting pieces who are still very young and locked down on the team long term. Aaron Gordon is a perfect complement next to Jokic in the front court. Offensively, he plays super well off of him and can regularly punish the extra defensive attention that the Joker gets by catching lob passes. And Aaron Gordon is a player that Denver can go to for creating offense. He's not some elite scorer or anything, but he could put the ball on the deck and drive to the basket or create his own shot off the bounce. And on the other end of the court, he's the Nuggets' top defender, often getting the job of guarding the best player on the opposing team. Throughout this finals run, Aaron Gordon has done a great job of slowing down the other team's star player, whether it was Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Durant, or LeBron James. Having such an elite, versatile defender is a luxury that most teams don't have. And at age 27, he can be a two-way force for this Denver Nuggets team for a long time. Michael Porter Jr. is another young stud on this Nuggets team, and I believe he's the key in turning this Denver Nuggets squad from a championship team to outright overpowered. Denver took a big risk when they selected MPJ 14th overall back in 2018. He was the #1 recruit at one point, but 13 teams passed on him because they didn't think he would stay healthy throughout his career. But the Nuggets believed in his upside and thought he could reach it as long as they stayed patient. There was definitely growing pains with MPJ missing the entirety of his first year due to a back injury and damn near the entirety of his fourth year, but MPJ has really blossomed into a valuable piece for the Nuggets this season. He's a great fit in the Nuggets' motion offense thanks to his off-ball scoring ability. He's a great cutter and strong finisher around the basket and an incredible outside shooter. At 6'10" with a high release point, few defenders can actually bother his shot, even with a strong closeout. And in years past, MPJ was mercilessly hunted on defense, often leading to him getting benched. But his defense has improved drastically this year, allowing him to more than hold his own on that end of the floor. MPJ has developed really nicely, but I still believe he's only scratching the surface of his true potential. He was ranked super high back in 2018 because it was believed he had a star upside. And while MPJ can definitely get buckets, his offensive game must become more versatile. If MPJ can improve his handles, his off the dribble game, and his playmaking skills, then he could reach an even higher level. Developing a much deeper bag could easily push MPJ from a 17 points per game guy to an over 20 points per game guy, which would likely make him an all-star candidate. MPJ has already become a fantastic role player for Denver, but at age 24, he's still years away from his prime, and if he maximizes his potential, then that'll make the Nuggets even scarier. The Denver Nuggets core 4 is pretty young, with an average age of 26 years old between them, meaning that these guys have anywhere between 5 and 10 years before their game starts to hit a sharp decline, which gives the Nuggets a wide window to continue to compete for championships. But besides that core 4 of players, the rest of the Nuggets' top role players are on expiring contracts. But even if the Nuggets end up losing Bruce Brown this summer in free agency, they have a really nice young player in Christian Braun that could step in and take his role. Christian Braun showed some really nice 3-and-D potential in his rookie year, and he could step up and take Bruce Brown's role in the rotation next season. Furthermore, this is a Nuggets team that's done a great job of building around Nikola Jokic. It's not enough to strike gold in the draft. You have to do a good job of building around your star player, and we've seen plenty of teams lose great players by failing to put a great team around them. The Denver Nuggets are one of the most well-run organizations in the NBA, and they've done an outstanding job of building around Nikola Jokic over the years. Between the hiring of head coach Mike Malone, the savvy scouting and drafting, the great free agency pickups and trades, they've been amazing. Now, the Denver Nuggets may end up losing some of their role players over the years, but the Nuggets front office will continue to do a great job of putting complementary pieces around Nikola Jokic so that way they can maximize what he has left of his prime. The NBA can be really unpredictable, but thanks to a great young nucleus and a really smart front office, my money would be on the Denver Nuggets as becoming the NBA's next dynasty. But that's going to be it for me. Now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the Denver Nuggets are going to win the title this year? Do you think they'll go on to become a dynasty? Tell me in the comments. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more dope content just like it, please drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have an amazing rest of your day, guys.